Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Silva and I'm the programmer behind Windows Issues No More. Windows Issues No More is written for Windows and is mostly written in PowerShell.
And I am Christopher Froebe. I am responsible for the configuration management and research for Windows Issues No More due to my more than 20 years in the information technology industry. Now let's say we have a business. For this example, we'll just make one up. We'll call it UAT. Now UAT is a high-speed training environment, has students all over the world. Due to the fact that it carries student records, that makes it subject to FERPA. It also maintains a student store, which takes point-of-sale credit card transactions. That makes it subject to the PCI DSS. And because it has financial records for student status, that makes it subject to the Graham-Lake-Blaley Act. And if it's publicly traded, it becomes subject to the Sarbanes-Oxley Act as well. And since students are human, it has a nurse's office. They maintain records for things like medications and injuries. And since those records are kept locally, that means they're subject to HIPAA. As you can see, these different regulations begin to pile up on a business very quickly, and we didn't even begin to discuss basic security best practices. Most organizations, to include UAT, are subject to multiple industries. This is a problem because each industry has different regulations or requirements when it comes to cybersecurity compliance. Inefficiencies are caused because individuals and administrators must search for the configuration settings that meet the requirements of those specific industries. Our script started as a tool that fixed common Windows 10 issues and became an all-in-one Windows hardening script covering many industries. The first portion of our demo, Jacob will demonstrate a Windows registry backup utility because many of the settings affect the registry, and when we know affecting the registry, safety comes first. It'll also show the basic components to the Windows 10 issues management that this script started as.
This is our main menu for Windows Issues No More. There's Windows Security, System Issues, and Utilities. I'll start off with Utilities. The Utilities menu is just on the registry. Since our script uses the registry for a lot of its features, you can back up and restore the registry. Now for the System Issues, you'll see there's 5 menus. I'll start with the General menu. And as you can see, there are 6 different features. I'll be using the battery report feature to generate a report on my computer's battery. And as you can see, there is a battery report generated on my computer's battery. So now there's the installers menu, which we have 2 different software programs that you could quickly install. We're looking to add more, but for now we have 2. And there's also screen timeout, where you can change the amount of seconds for your screen timeout, or you can change the amount of time for when your computer goes to sleep. There's also the program manager, where you can view installed programs, or you can uninstall a program as well. And then there's also BitLocker, which allows you to manage your BitLocker drive encryption. And that's it for our issues menu. Back over to Christopher.
When we first expanded our project, we discussed general security requirements that are common across most industries. These settings are often guided by the National Institute of Standards and Technology and taken from the Computer Security Resource Center publications. And those are usually turned into STIGs, or the Security Technical Implementation Guides.
Now I'll be demonstrating our final menu, the security menu. I'll be starting off with the general menu, and we'll be using the main menu for starters. As you can see, we have 79 features, and we'll be trying out feature number 13, the blank password use feature. So this feature basically allows us to enable or disable blank password usage for RDP. So if you want to disable blank passwords usage for RDP, you will type 2 and enter. First, I'd like to show the registry. As you can see, there is a 0 under limit blank password use. So that policy currently isn't operating, and we want to be able to do that. So we'll just press enter to enable our policy. and I'll refresh the registry editor, and you can see that 0 turned to a 1, and that's how a lot of our features work. And now I'll navigate to the auto runs where we have 3 features, account settings where we have 7, remote access settings where we have 12, firewall settings where we have 17, and web settings where we have 6. And that's it for our general menu. Now back over to Christopher.
After completing the general settings portion of the script, we wanted to include other industries and their particular requirements. One of the largest regulations out there is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA. This set of regulations is guided by the security rule and privacy rule. The payment card industry's data security standards are governed by a committee, and requirements they publish are what was used in that portion of the script. Graham-Blaley Act deals with how financial regulations deal with customer data and how it must be protected. The GLBA is governed by the Federal Trade Commission and the guidance of the security rule, whereas the Sarbanes-Oxley Act deals with publicly traded organizations that maintain financial records, and its security requirements are derived from sections 302 disclosure and 404 assessment. It is governed by the Securities and Exchange Commission. The Federal Energy Regulatory Commission uses the North American Electronic Reliability Corporation's Critical Infrastructure Protection Guides for the cybersecurity requirements on most utilities. These are what we are using for that section of the script.
Now that you've seen our general security submenu, I'd like to go over our HIPAA menu and others. So let's go to HIPAA real quick, and you can see we have 50 different features. We also created a required policies feature where you can read about HIPAA compliance. And now I'll navigate back to the security menu. We can see the credit cards menu where we have 3 features and another policy that you can read to be PCI/DSS compliant. And you can also read policies for GLBA, SOX, and NERC/FERC as well. And that's it for our security menu. Back over to Christopher.
We are continuing to expand and improve the script and intend to do so far after the end of this course. Other areas we're looking to add would be the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA, as well as potentially even going into the GDPR, since so many organizations are international nowadays. We have also even discussed the potential of adding a graphical user interface in future endeavors. We have not yet decided if we are going to monetize this script. If we were to, we would likely make the general settings portion free for all so that everyone could use the basic security that is so badly needed nowadays. We would then charge to open the industry sections of the script to businesses that needed those configurations. On behalf of my partner Jacob Silva and I, we would like to thank you for attending this demonstration of our project, Windows Issues No More.